Hey guys, you know the song about don't it always seem to go? You don't know what you got till it's gone.
Mm-hmm.
You know that song?
Yeah.
You know how they talk about putting I just have a question for you. You know how there's that one part where they talk about lamenting the fact that they put trees in a tree museum, but then they say they charge the people $1.50 to see them. Now I imagine this is like far in the future. Like, is $1.50 really that much money? Do you think? Like,
Oh man,
really...
yeah, you got to encounter.
I think they're just kind of
inflation.
supporting the museum being open at that point. Like, it's not even. They're just like, we saved these trees. I was just thinking about that earlier. I never really gave that song much thought.
Wow,
$1.50 isn't even that much right now.
It really isn't. I'd pay $1.50 to see some good fucking trees.
Yeah, I mean,
I'd pay $1.50 to see some good fucking trees. You know what I mean?
ooh.
Some dryad stuff, you know.
Now, wait, hold on. What do you mean by fucking trees?
there's a Lord of the Rings thing here
Like-
somewhere.
Well, you know what? You now, Drew, we're all familiar with dryads and ents.
It's called
Right.
Entei, Tanner.
No, that's a Pokemon. Nice try.
Entei is a Pokemon. Thank you.
I'm sorry, I made a fun Ent joke with Entei.
But I mean, at
never
some point,
mind.
they gotta make little
Oh,
entlings,
Entai.
right? Or little dryad, just little guys.
Okay. I'm sorry, I missed everything you just said there. I was too caught up on why my joke fell flat.
Well, part of it was because when you were saying it, I sort of lost you a little bit, and so I heard ent, and then Tanner said, "That's a Pokemon," and so I said, "Yes, that is a Pokemon."
Because you would have laughed otherwise, right?
Oh, did you say Entei as in like hentai or hente?
Yeah.
I don't know how you say
Oh, that
it.
was hentai.
I think it's Hentei.
Oh, I've been pronouncing it wrong all these years. No wonder my voice.
Oh
can't
man,
get
you
it.
look like a fucking idiot.
No wonder Siri never finds it when I ask her to pull some up. Jesus. Always pulls up that fucking Pokemon.
That's why all my coworkers think I'm weird. I've been saying it like a fucking idiot.
Hello and welcome to issue number 44 of Headline Heroes, a comedy podcast where we take today's headlines and create a comic book origin story. My name is Drew Mick.
I'm Nathan Haynes.
And I'm Tanner Ackerman.
Well, I don't see any reason why we shouldn't just get right into it, so let's do that. Nate, why don't you tell us what we do here?
Well, Drew, every week we go around the internet, we root through a lot of trash, a lot of garbage, and we look for little nuggets of gold that we call bizarre and strange headlines, and we throw those headlines into a list. We pick one at random, and we use that as an origin story for a superhero or supervillain. Tanner, you want to tell us what we made last week?
Sure. Last week, we, along with our guest, our distinguished guest, Derek from the Wild
Yes.
Pitch podcast, we threw together a quick little villain by the name of Quick Change. I still knew that.
Yeah, we all did.
Yep. Who was cursed by the Curse Tomb, which was a costume that was basically their flesh. But if they would take it off or peel it off, there would just be another costume underneath, which was a
Yes.
pretty terrible way to live their life.
That old chestnut.
Pure agony.
And also spawned into existence the term frumpy banana,
It did.
for me at least.
Spoke it into existence. It's trending on all of the social media sites.
Don't look into that, but just trust us on that
That's
one.
probably true.
Mm-hmm.
So this week we're making a hero, and the headline that I picked already for you guys is number 7. And that headline is "Cat Banned from Library Develops Social Media Following."
Okay.
All right. I have heard of this cat, actually.
And this comes to us from Kelly
I'm so glad you chose to take this. I did not want to try to
Kelly
say that.
Kananiak. Kananiak? I'm so sorry, Kelly. This comes to us from Kelly. Thank you,
Kelly
Kelly, for sending this one in.
Kananic. Fuck. Kelly K,
Sir-
we like to call her.
Kelly K. Yeah, we're buds. Thank you so much. Why was this cat banned from the library? I think that is the crux of this.
It's important.
What did it do? Is it uncovered some big library secret? and now is going to social media and gets that following there or something like that.
I guess my thought is that this cat somehow becomes a social media star and is able to use their influence to, I don't know, not control people. We already have a cat that controls people.
We definitely do already have that.
Jesus,
very
some
specifically
sort of
that
mental
thing.
Oh my God.
What if it's kind of, maybe it's a cat that's like a page master?
Ooh. And then what's that? What is Wishbone? That was a dog, right?
Yeah, it was
Did
a
they
dog.
go into books or is that just history?
I don't think they went into books.
Okay.
But I
I
think they
genuinely
just,
never
like-
watched it.
I thought
They would
Wishbone
be
had something to
telling
do
us-
with books.
They would be telling a story, and then it would be, I don't. You know what? I frankly do not remember.
Dog, Wishbone.
This
get
doesn't
in
matter,
them
but all right.
books.
Is Wishbone hentai? Well, it's not important. We'll get back.
Well, now we're referring to the fact that I'm the idiot. That it is in fact hentai, and I've been
Well,
saying it
there's
wrong in front of
Wishbone.
all my coworkers.
So embarrassing.
What'd you find?
There's books based off Wishbone.
Okay.
Did Wishbone books.
No, this.
Wishbone books.
Here's a list of books of Wishbone.
Wishbone exclamation point books question mark?
There's a TV series too with Wishbone.
What do you know?
Oh, it's totally like story related. Like the first episode is called Be a Wolf, and he plays the character Beowulf.
So it's like historical literature.
Yes, because the next one's Treasure Island.
So it's not like okay, so it's
There was
they weren't
definitely a
hopping
Huck
into
Finn
Twilight
one.
or anything. I mean, granted, it was.
Yeah.
Huh.
This yeah, so it's basically what if it's a cat that can jump into stories? And what if this cat was able to like take children with it, and then it kind of turns into a kids television show.
Didn't Wishbone take kids with him?
Yeah, I'm really hung up on Wishbone.
We're just doing
But
cat
I think that'd be
Wishbone.
more fun. I don't know what's fun about what tell me why just the cat in there is fun.
Listen.
And we shouldn't have kids in there. I believe
Hey, man,
it.
Just
I just
because
want you
I
to tell
say
me.
that it's very similar to Wishbone doesn't mean there's literally no other options.
We have never once ever copied any other like original or movie
cat,
or book.
It could just if it like touches a book, it can be get the powers of a character from that book. So like it could touch like a copy of Hercules,
What? Oh wait.
and the cat has super strength.
Oh. I was going to suggest, like, what if the cat can bring these characters forth, but that's not really super. Well, maybe it is.
Well, it
but,
kind of
like,
is. I mean, it's still pretty good.
that's pretty normal. That's your typical cat.
Don't want to make a normal cat.
Yeah. But is it more super powered if the cat can get the powers that the book granted? What happens if the cat touches Huck Finn?
Then
He's really good at rafting.
and tricking people into doing their jobs, their chores for
That
them.
was Tom Sawyer, you uncultured fuck.
Fuck! Well, now I look like the idiot again. Got to get back to you somehow.
Well, Nate's over there, like, just looking at us like, yeah, Stan's monkeys. We're off track. What should we do? Should the cat get... I like Tanner's idea. What if the cat got powers from the books?
I like that.
And that would be why it got banned from the library.
Oh, because I was reading a copy of, like a novelization of the movie Twister, and it turned into a tornado and just flung books everywhere.
Everyone's favorite book. The
Everyone's
novelization
favorite
of
book, the
Twister.
novelization of Twister. And can anyone remind me what the name of the machines from Twister was? Anyone?
Big old twisty boys.
It's
Yeah.
Dorothy.
Yeah, there. No, I like Twisty Boys.
Big old twisty boys.
Big old Twisty
That's
Boys.
what they changed it to that in the book. They took some liberties.
In the novelization. That's the true crime here. Not that the cat was banned. That they. Oh, jeez. And maybe this cat was kind of a superhero within the library, and it got banned.
So there was a social media movement for it.
Yeah.
Wait, so how is it a superhero in the library?
I was just gonna ask, what could that cat do? What are library crimes?
Late returns, obviously.
Obviously.
When you put the book back in the wrong spot, ugh, so mad. Now I can't find it.
Or upside down?
Ugh.
Oh. Now, does that mean like title's upside down, or they put it so that the spine is in?
Both.
But yeah, both.
Ugh.
And then like when people take a dump inside a book and then close it.
God, I hate that.
Why? Again? How does this keep happening?
When a kid takes out the Waldo book and finds all the Waldos and like circles them with their own poop, of course.
He saved it at the end there.
Yes. I hate it when that happens.
It's all the fun out of it for me.
Fucking Jeremy.
Trying to think of other good crimes in the library.
I mean, hey, Nate.
Shh. Hi.
Shh. Quiet. Oh, you gotta be quiet. Gotta be quiet in the library.
So some kid screams like, "I'm having so much fun in the library.
I'm having so much fun shitting in this book."
And then the cat fucking touches the Hercules novel and rips this kid in two.
And that's what finally banned the kid. All right, cat. No,
he
more.
does it quietly.
It's a silent ripping. Hold it. How does that silently go down? Is it so fast that it's just a very quiet?
Yeah. Several hours later, in the dead of night, when the library is closed, a loud like crack echoes out. He did it so fast that it took several hours for noise to catch up.
It's kind of a weird sonic boom.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
he's Hercules. He can kind of do whatever.
So if a kid, okay, bear with me. If a kid shits in a book,
does
that mean the Hercules cat has to like release just a flood of water in the library to like clean it out? That's a Hercules joke. But theoretically, wouldn't that be the case?
Maybe that's what the twister is for. Try and blow it all out.
Oh, so yes, definitely. What other? Okay, we've got the crimes. What other books could this cat be touching, and like how would that help defend the library?
Tanner, did you have something? Sorry, we both said so then
so I was gonna let you say.
Oh,
well, I can go.
You guys are so cute.
Oh, look at us.
Well,
hey Tanner, no, you go.
Okay, I'm just gonna go.
I'm not gonna do this fucking game.
Yeah.
So I was gonna say, what if like a kid gets a paper cut from turning a page on a book too fast?
And that's a crime.
So he just throws the kid out the window.
The book, crime.
No, the cat then like reads or touches
blood somewhere.
Touches like Grey's Anatomy or whatever, so that way they know how to perform surgery on the finger.
The paper cut.
Yeah.
So it's not only that it can gain powers from characters in the book, it can also gain the knowledge from a book.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, why not?
Otherwise, it'll just turn into like a weird skeleton cat. And here's all my anatomy.
Kill me.
Maybe it does that too.
But he can't be killed.
Doing surgery, of course. And the kid is just like,
Other fun books.
Well, I mean, what happens if it touches the cat in the hat?
Oh, all hell! It's kind of like when antimatter touches regular matter. It really shit just goes to hell.
The cat just starts floating and spinning really fast.
Holes open
starts
up,
glowing. And then they put a hat on top of the vortex,
and then it sort of stabilizes.
And out of it come thing 1 and thing 2.
And the librarians have to kill them to hide the evidence.
Yeah, so it's the workers in the library are slowly just like having to clean up after this cat because they don't want the world knowing that they don't want to be shut down. So finally, they just kick out the cat, of course.
And at that point, social media.
Now, after all the wild things this cat has done, why does anybody on social media like this cat?
I think he's real popular with the kids.
It's a hero.
He ripped one of them in half.
Yeah, but that kid was an asshole.
I mean, to be fair, that kid was yelling and shitting in a book.
On second thought,
the end justified.
He's a hero we need and deserve.
They loved it. Like, so there was story time every Wednesday after school, and like the cat would, it was always a big popular thing whenever the cat came out and helped with the stories. So he was very popular. And the kids these days, I don't know, you get basically as soon as you're born, you get a cell phone. So there's the social media. I'm not hearing a no.
And it all works out. So this movement, does this get the cat back into the library then? Or
I think it opens up the door. Like, yes, that happens. But then every other library wants this cat.
Oh.
So then that opens the door for him to go to all libraries.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say library start trying to catnap the cat.
It could. Would it be like after that happens, this cat is somehow freed from just being stuck in that one library and can then use the books to teleport to other libraries?
Well, the cat could read the novelization of Jumper.
Oh, and there we go. That actually makes a lot more sense. Weirdly enough.
The audio version's voiced by Hayden Christensen.
That's got to be literally a shit sandwich. Is it really?
Oh, I made that up. There's no way there's a novelization of Jumper. Is there? What is Jumper based off a graphic novel? Because that wouldn't surprise me, actually.
I believed you. I don't know. Jumper is a novel. 1992.
What?
Yep.
We'll be right back.
I figured it was a
I'm
book.
gonna order this book. Huh? Didn't know. I was just making a goof.
No, Jumper. Yeah, it just anytime it needs to go somewhere else, they're like, the cat goes up and's like, yo, where's your copy of Jumper? And the librarians are like, oh, thank God. And they like rush to get him Jumper. No other teleporting books will do it quite like Jumper.
Is there another teleporting book?
I'm sure there's gotta be.
Now I gotta do this.
I mean, if it just reads an X-Men comic and sees Nightcrawler.
Well, then so are comic books considered books that he can get powers? Well, I keep saying that it can get powers from. Because that just opens up a whole nother vast world of powers. Maybe
you're right. Maybe it's just written word. That is some sort of restriction on him.
Yeah.
What happens if it reads the encyclopedia or just touches it?
How long do the powers last? That's another thing.
I mean, how long is it before? How long do they usually give you with a book?
Like 2 weeks, probably.
2 weeks?
Do they stack? So can he become a Grey's Anatomy expert and also Hercules and also a Twister?
I don't think so.
Okay, good. Oh boy.
So the cat's limited to one power every 2 weeks?
Yeah, but it can change it. Like if you return a book early, like
that's true.
They're not going to be like, no.
Damn it! You got me on a technicality.
Keep it for the other week. What else should we talk about?
I kind of wish this guy was a villain a little bit. Have you guys? I have not actually seen this. Have you seen the end of Silence of the Lambs?
I'm sure I haven't.
Yeah. It's like so. There's like this spoilers for Silence of the Lambs, I guess.
Holy fuck!
Hannibal is like basically like calls this FBI agent, and he's like, hey, good job on that thing you just did. We solved the case. Also, don't try and hunt me down. I have to go have an old friend for dinner. And he like watches this guy that he's basically going to go kill and eat. My understanding. And I just imagine that someone was trying to like find this cat and he calls him from a payphone like a cat does. And it's just like, don't try and hunt me. I have some bigger fish to fry. And you see him like hang up a payphone outside the Library of Congress and start to like walk in.
Oh.
Maybe that's what happens. Maybe eventually all the libraries ban him, and they're trying to hunt him down, I guess. Big library.
So are librarians the villain in this?
Yeah. Or some villains are trying to hunt him down, and he's just he's a smart cat. Maybe it's not the librarians. It's just some other villains, and that scene happens. I like the idea of what you said, Nate, of leaving the cat in the Library of Congress.
That is super cool. What about book burners? Would they hate the cat?
What's that? Oh, book burners.
Yeah, people who burn books that they deem inappropriate.
Probably hate that cat.
Yeah, because the cat
maybe the
loves
cat
all
kind
literature.
Is like a social media representation of reading now. Probably they're printing off little bookmarks with the cat on it, lifting up a couch. Read Hercules. You know,
that's a really good ad campaign.
Yeah. What if they do start some sort of ad campaign out of this? Like, get your Hercules on.
You got any others?
Yeah, I definitely do. It's instead of Huckleberry Finn, it's like a weird, like the noise the cat makes when it's doing a hairball. Little Berry Finn.
Good.
Yeah.
Hey guys, I'm having fun recording with you right now.
What?
I said I'm having fun recording with you guys right now.
Oh, me too. Thanks.
So I feel like do we feel like we need to flesh out this cat, the character? Like, do we need to discuss how the cat can do this, or is this just does it not matter?
I guess, yeah, we've been kind of going into it that it doesn't really matter.
He was in a library that was struck by lightning.
Oh.
Well, I thought one easy one was like the cat was being experimented on, and then like it broke out of wherever, and that's like the villains are the people who like were working at this like illegal science place, and they're trying to get the cat back.
Maybe they were experimenting on the cat because it was a very smart cat, I guess. I don't know, and that put him like experimenting on his mind, and that's how he's able to get all of this information all at once. But somehow that doesn't explain it doesn't explain a lot of things. I don't this seems a little more mystical than scientific.
How so?
It's you
okay, so a bunch of monks are chasing
I'm
it
feeling
down.
that vibe.
Which one?
I'm kind of with you. I also kind of imagine it kind of being mystical.
Yeah, okay.
I don't know. I think there's clear science in touching a book and gaining powers from it.
Science is just, or magic is just science we don't understand.
I did those studies.
It's Boston College. Yeah, what if it's an ancient book? It's a book so rare. Yeah, what if it's just a real old book?
It's just a really old tome.
It could
no one
be
even knows what it says anymore.
A first edition
copy. Well, you go.
I was it could be a first edition of the Odyssey or something like that. One of like the first known stories out there.
What if it's the first edition of The Cat in the Hat?
Then it would just turn into Mike Myers.
I love the idea of it being a first edition of The Cat in the Hat.
Now, does that mean that the story, I don't know when Dr. Seuss wrote that book, or maybe the story is much older and Dr. Seuss just like was the one that was known to bring it to the printing press? I don't know. But yes, first edition Cat in the Hat.
Dr. Seuss is like doing renovations on his house, and in the basement when they're tearing up the cement, he finds these like papers. It's the story for the Cat in the Hat, and he puts it to publishing.
Yes.
Oh, this is a great idea.
Yes. I should do this. And then, yeah. And those original pages, that is the book that this cat, like, it was on a shelf somehow. Somehow it ended up in this library, and the cat went in there and
was it Dr. Seuss's cat?
Yes, I think it had to be.
Is this a really old cat then?
Maybe once he touched
He became timeless, just like reading.
Oh, there's like a moral to it or something.
Kinda. Yeah.
Kinda.
Yeah, so it's Dr. Seuss's cat.
So just to be clear, Dr. Seuss dug up an ancient text about Cat in the Hat.
Mm-hmm.
He also had a cat.
Mm-hmm.
And then did the book fall on the cat, or did the cat just touch it?
I think the cat just knocked it off a table. It opened up to a page, and the cat jumped on it and was forever changed.
Rest is history.
Yeah. Did the book become a part of the cat or something? Just to establish, like, is there a way that this cat gets separated from the manuscript, or is it just
absorbs it into his essence?
Yes. He
is forever changed.
Yeah.
There's no going back.
And if you hold the cat under a black light, you can see all the writing.
Can the cat speak?
I think if he touches a dictionary.
But even then, it doesn't really. It doesn't like to. It just doesn't. It's just doing cat things.
It's got very poor enunciation. It doesn't come out super well.
Yeah, no, and it's very embarrassed about that. All right, cool. I don't imagine a costume being a big thing for this cat.
You guys? I have a dumb question real quick.
Okay.
Is James Bond, did that start as novels? Are there
Ian
James
Fleming.
Bond novels?
Yes.
So yes.
Those are...
So if the cat touches a James Bond novel, it becomes very smooth. I picture it wearing a tuxedo all of a sudden.
Yeah,
and being
I can
very
see
smooth
that.
Talking.
Drinking a martini.
Yeah. That just seems like a fun image.
That is kind of a fun image. I like that.
That's all I had.
Yeah, he could touch. Does it just get probably just a tuxedo appears out of nowhere. So with that, it would be kind of like if he does the Hercules, then it gets like a toga of some kind, like the laurel.
Yeah.
Just appears. It's kind of fun. So it's kind of a fluid changing costume.
For sure.
Reads the encyclopedia. It gets a pair of glasses like a big old fucking nerd.
What fucking nerd.
Yeah.
But also like kind of cute because it's on a cat.
Yeah, I mean, like,
okay.
Who we kidding? All right, should we talk about name?
Drew, before you do that, I wish you would share an ad with me for another podcast.
I thought you'd never ask. Let's go.
Transmission commencing.
This is Wookiee Radio. Translated for the Wookiee impaired. I like that Wookiee.
Your hosts, Ken, Derek, and Mike, bring you the latest news and commentary from the far reaches of the galaxy.
Hold it. Hold it. I said hold it.
Subscribe today on iTunes and Stitcher.
I just assumed he's a Wookiee.
Start listening today, and remember,
The Force will be with you, always.
And
Now that was an ad.
yes, Nathan, that was an
I've
ad.
never heard one. You know, I asked, you delivered.
I'm here for you. I've got my finger on the pulse. So a name.
Yes. What's in a name, really?
What?
As you can see, I'm very cultured.
I said Percules, but I don't really like that as the name of the cat because that's just one part of the cat.
Yeah.
And maybe that is the ad campaign. Catalog? Like, it's like they used to like catalog books and whatnot. Mui decimal system.
That's pretty good.
I like that. There's something there. Do you think we should go for a library? I guess we shouldn't limit ourselves, but I like the library angle.
Yeah. I think because that is core to the cat. That or we could do book terms. But library might be a little more different. It's like, when are we ever going to talk about libraries again, you know?
Most likely never.
Books, probably. Cats, you bet your ass. Library.
The cat could have like a piece of bread over its head, and you could say, well, no, that's a purebred cat.
No, yes.
Because that is a thing.
How can we get that into with library in there?
No, did you hear me?
Yeah, I heard you loud and clear, Tanner.
Okay.
Did I miss something? Did you cut out?
No. Fucking
No.
Oh, you're just being an asshole.
Yeah.
Cat fee library. No.
Book cat.
We got it.
Wishbone. Fish.
Yeah. Wishbone.
Fishbone.
Wait. Is there something we can change here instead of fishbone?
Peer reviewed cat.
That's really good.
Periodical? I'm just looking at library terms. Kitten language?
What is the pun there?
It's like written language.
Oh, okay. The kitten word.
The greatest cat ever told. Could his name just be Dewey?
Like from Malcolm in the Middle?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking of. Because Dewey's got those ears, and this cat's got the ears.
It could be J. Catsby.
Stupid. But like in a very good way.
But I really like that, actually.
J. Catsby?
J. Catsby.
Could he be D Catsby? So we can make him Dewey Catsby?
D. Catsby.
I would be fine with that.
Yeah, all right.
You know what? Catsby. Let's taunt the listeners. If any of you guys think you can do better, you should call into our voicemail. Oh, we'd hate it if you were so much better than us. Don't even do it.
Don't point out how much we suck at this. That number is 319-596-6766.
Boy, don't you call in. I'd be so mad if you one-upped us. You probably can't do it. Sorry, hairball. You know what I mean?
Growling.
Drew, you know what the doctor said about growling?
Yeah, I choked on a bit of my beard there. All right, D. Catsby. A weird...
Catsby.
Not even... I don't know. It's J. Gatsby, except it's a cat who's named Dewey.
I just like Catsby a lot.
I do too. Cool.
Catsby makes me very happy.
So, this cat... I don't know. What else do we have to do? Anything? We've already kind of talked about like what it does in a library. Oh, comic book cover. Duh. What's the comic book cover look like? Is it the cat literally ripping a kid in half? What does that look like? Does the cat get really big when it turns into Hercules? Or is it normal sized cat?
Oh, that's not something we discussed.
I was imagining normal sized cat this whole time.
I kind of was as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was too, so I think we have to say normal size.
I think it's normal sized cat. So when it rips a child in half. What?
I'm just trying to picture one of my cats doing that.
Lift it over its head. It's like I'm imagining, like you know how you hold a cat up to be on its hind legs. It gets really long, so it's that, and it's got a kid raised over its head, ripping him in half.
I was picturing Garfield ripping John Arbuckle in half.
How did you get in my dreams?
Get out of my head.
You know, the biggest problem I had with Garfield is that John was in there. Should have been more Garfield. Probably a little morbid to put that on the cover, though.
Why?
Maybe it's when a twister happened, and so there are like books flying everywhere, kids flying everywhere. Like the librarians are looking very angry.
Is the cat the twister, or is the cat like off to the side while this twister's happening?
I think the cat's like spinning in the middle of it. I think the cat has to be the cause of it.
Like licking its paw.
Yeah.
Licking its paw in there.
And taking a little nap in a sunbeam. Keep it real.
Yeah. So it's just the tornado incident, and it's kids are like clapping because they love them, and the librarians are just like, what the fuck is going on? Running away. The old lady in the back who can't see very well is like, shh. Finger up to her.
That's actually really
hand.
good. I like that idea a lot.
Yeah. She's got those big old glasses with the chain. Fucking glasses. Fucking god, nerdy. Ugh, glasses.
Nerd.
All right. That pretty much covers it then. Anything else?
Not that I can think of.
All right. Well, I think that's good. We got it all covered. You guys good?
Yeah, I'm happy.
Yeah.
I'm happy if you're happy.
I'm so happy, and I'm happy if you're happy. We're all happy here. Tanner, old buddy, you take us away.
Sure. All right.
Well, I mean, don't sound too enthused about it, God.
Jesus, man. All right, if you want to stay up and talk more, I'm here.
Well, that's convenient you point out how late it is, because it's 10:44 right now, and this was episode 44.
What?
Oh my
There's
God.
no way for them to like verify that, but trust us.
Just trust us.
Just trust us on that one.
So this was episode 44 of Headline Heroes. We created the hero D. Catsby tonight. And it's basically a cat that has the ability to touch a book and gain powers of any character from it, essentially. I feel like I summed that up pretty well.
Mm-hmm. That's it.
At this time, as always, we would like to thank Brett Jacobson for making the art for our show. Brett just learned how to read this week, so if everyone could just send in their book recommendations for him, that would be great.
Also, just harass him.
Just mercilessly make fun of him for learning how to read.
Yeah.
Nerd.
He's got those big old glasses.
But but he looks real good.
Yeah. I don't know if he has glasses or
He
not.
does.
I don't know either.
He does. Yes.
He might not even look cute, to be honest.
Oh.
No, he does.
Oh. Love you, Brett.
Love you, Brett.
We also want to thank Carl Sorensen. He did all the intro music, the outro music you're about to hear, and all the post-processing in between. If you want to work with Carl in any podcast projects or any audio products, really, he's open to working with just about anybody on anything. You can reach out to him at carljsorensen.com.
If you have any articles you would like to see us discuss, there are so many ways to get them to us. We have an email, headlineheroescast@gmail.com. We have our Twitter, @headline_heroes. I said our voicemail earlier. I'll say it again. It's 319-596-6766. Give us a call. Any questions for our upcoming 50th episode that we're going to be taking questions for and answering them. Or if you can think of a better name than D. Catsby or of any
Good
of our
luck.
previous creations, good luck with that one. We would love to hear it. Call in. We will maybe play it on one of our upcoming episodes. Subscribe to us on iTunes, Stitcher, Podbean, whatever you listen to us on. That'd be great. We'd really appreciate that. And last of all, tell a friend about us. Word of mouth is a good thing. Happy day after President's Day. Thank you for listening, and we hope you'll pick up the next issue of Headline Heroes.